Hey collective, did you miss me? Hopefully everybody's happy, healthy, all that good stuff. Let's get this shit in like pockets. Hope you're getting all your cards and your crystals ready to charge under this Sagittarius micro moon. Yeah, buddy. We have karmic relationships. Ugh. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. That's another thing about this moon. Like during your full moon time, you're supposed to be like, setting those intentions and like releasing with love, like showing gratitude to what you've accomplished, doing that recalibration on what you're still trying to achieve, just letting go of what isn't aligned, things like that. But the Sagittarius new or full moon, it brings in this heightened sense of what are you trying to achieve, which is normally we try to go for that during like the new moon cycle, but this one is great for manifestation as well. So definitely do that recalibration, calibrating, and like really realigning with what you're trying to achieve. You also have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, and let yourself be seen. Okay. Too many. Oh. Okay, we have star bathing, light body crystal grid. Every time I say that, transmission and activation. I feel like this is really speaking to a creative of some sort. If there's like an idea or something that you're trying to, you know, put out there, like don't hinder yourself by any means because even if it just reaches one person, that's who it was meant for. Like and denying that, like denying the gifts that God has given you is like absolute blasphemy. Like you really need to just put it out there, like at least try, because if you don't, that like creates like a stagnant like flux inside of your vessels. So I mean, we have all this other trauma and shit stored in our fascia. Like why would you put like, you know what I mean, like unexpressed ideas or creative products like on top of that? So definitely be aware of that. Angels. Mm. We have Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. That's the dude. That's what I'm talking about. With stagnant energy, Archangel Metatron is one of the best angels to turn to because that's like what he's known for, is like helping creative projects or like writer's block type situations become unstuck. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive, but that might be speaking to your inner child as well, because this might be an idea or a creative outlet that you've been looking to exercise since youth. You have angel therapy, Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burdens. We have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in a cycle similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. And so that leads me back to the first card with this karmic relationships. Um, like if you're dealing with like a narcissistic ex or partner or somebody that, like kind of like bashed your confidence and broke you down, things like that, do understand that if you're holding on to things from that relationship or just like things in general from family or just non, aligned items or situations, things in your existence, especially in your home, like you really have to be aware that those negative frequencies can create stagnancy in your creative outlets and things like that. You also have, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. And that really is like the truth. Like if you have to realize like it's frequency, vibration, and like intention that genuinely like are the foundations, the fundamentals of manifestation. Like if you're in alignment with something, then it has no choice but to be magnetized to yourself. So how do you want it? What do you want? Okay, more angels. You have to make your decision. Ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? You have Sahakwil, angel of the sky. And this angel really speaks of like not putting a ceiling on your dreams. Like allow yourself to dream big, because nothing is impossible, nor is anything unattainable. Like literally. Like all you have to do is align yourself to it. You have, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. But that's another thing too. Like, okay, so we ask for the truth of a situation, or we ask for help in a situation, or we ask for clarity in a situation, but then we don't like the answer or the way it arrives. So definitely be open to the guidance and allow yourself to accept it. Especially with this karmic relationships card, like, do understand that like anything unaligned must go, especially at this particular time with this starbathing card. Like this speaks of like the crystal grid and like the crystalline activations that we're all going through, like with all the solar stuff and just like the whole 5D like heightening of the collective fields. Like you really have to be aware that you're being activated whether you like it or not. Like even not woke people are being activated, they just don't realize it yet. I'm gonna go for sacred geometry. Are there any messages from this deck, Holy Spirit, please and thank you? You have communication. So yeah, definitely, especially if it's something like doing this, like reading, or just having a channel or something like that, singing, like anything that you're interested in putting out creatively, like really allow yourself to do that, because it might also be a way of like your gift of creation could be like your way of giving back to the universe and like the others around you. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. It's card number 14, which is a 5. So like really like the universal number 5, it speaks of change. Like allow putting your voice out there, making that creative or that personal effort to get those creative ideas out there, and that's going to help to change whatever's stagnant. And you have this courageous peony, like literally multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Don't worry about who thinks what, or the gang stalkers or the haters. Like they're gonna do that. Let the haters and naysayers do their own fucking job and handle your shit, because you never know who you could help, whether that's just yourself or others. Oops. Okay, we have Merkaba, number 32, number 5 again. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our ability, or excuse me, our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into the present to serve our highest purpose. You have number 24, Earth. The Earth! The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. And you also have this starbathing card, which speaks of like the crystal grid and the light body, like really do some like nature grounding or meditation practices. Try tree hugging or something like that. Like, don't be afraid to incorporate Earth into your healing or, meditative practices. Express gratitude. Gratitude be the attitude. You know what I'm talking about? And then too, that's like with that giving and receiving, like you really have to understand that like your willingness to see miracles and experience them opens you up to seeing them and experiencing them. Like, remain grateful for everything. Like, there's people who can't walk or can't see. Like, just the simple act of like getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth, like, be grateful you have teeth. Like, like literally it's a thing. Like, managing to find those moments of gratitude in everything you do, really, it changes your frequency. Let go of expectations. I like that card. Like, she's literally like releasing balloons. Like, and that's another thing too, is like how I was saying, like the willingness to see miracles. Like, we ask for divine help or providence in situations, but like we put parameters on how we expect it to play out or what we expect the end result to be. Like, you really have to just sit back and let go, like God type thing. Like allow the situation to unfold organically and for what it is. You have number 10, welcome change. That's what I'm talking about. You have discover your inner strength. And I think that really lines up with like not being phobic of putting your ideas out there or showing yourself to the world. You have take a step back. And I think that really aligns with, like I said a minute ago, like staying grounded and really being aware of that energetic pollution that you can get just from being around other humans. It says, take a chance. No, they said it, not me. Remember that you are enough. Trust that you know the answer. Choose forgiveness. And I think that that's speaking back to that karmic relationship situation where you really have to like see people in their highest spirit form. And that doesn't mean allowing them to keep fucking you over or like doing you dusty, but really forgive them and heal and move forward. Like, address the situation, acknowledge the feelings, lean into them, and move forward in a healthy form or fashion. Because if you don't, it's just going to continue to stagnate inside of your vessel and create more problems for the spiritual. Declutter. And I don't necessarily know that that's speaking of the home, but I was talking about earlier, like making sure that you're not holding on to situations, things, items, stuff like that, especially in the home, where they don't align with you anymore. They're part of a past story, and you're on a whole new chapter of your book. Allow yourself to move on. Man, I like it when it lines up like that. Like, really allow yourself to move forward from the situation. You're probably out of the situation. I think that it's just being mentioned as like, like a root or like, you know what I mean? Like a branch on the tree. Like, I think it's just giving a little bit of background. I think that you have been blessed to be out of that situation, but like you really have to allow that situation to be out. And I know that's easier said than done. Like, I had an ex, like, a total fucking monster, dude. Like, and, like, I'm literally raising this person's child, like, by myself. I don't want his help. But, like, the point is, like, he used to make really cool art. And he ended up robbing me, like, after I had, like, an hour and a half after I had the baby. Like, he went to my house, oh my God, that's my speaker turning off. Scared the shit out of me. So he went to my house to supposedly get ready for work and, like, robbed me for everything I loved. And, like, he used to make really cool art, and he took all of that art, and I was like, dude, I really wanted that. He, like, some of the stuff he made for me. But at the end of the day, I was so blessed that he had taken all that stuff, because it would have been shit that I would have been holding on to. And he's a total warlock, freaking psycho cult member, like total Luciferian, like draconian type motherfucker. So, like I said, I was really blessed in that situation, but you have to be willing to see blessings in disguise. You have Mercury, messages, travel, communication. And I don't necessarily know, but that Mercury energy, I don't think it's really speaking of the travel that's mentioned on that card. It might be, but that Mercurian energy speaks of communication, and you also have the communication card outright a little bit ago. So really, whatever it is that needs said or expressed through you, you have to do that. We're all waiting. You have integration and union, and I really think that speaks of balancing that masculine feminine energy within self, and allowing yourself to be comfortable in your own skin. You have thoughts and isolating, and you do have this take a step back, like, situation or card where, you know, you're being asked to, like, analyze a situation, like, gain a bigger perspective, and beware of isolating, like, thoughts that are unhealthy. So, okay. You have Makoto, love. So this is falling under this, what do you desire? Express your gratitude and trust that you know the answer. And a minute ago, I said, like, this integration card, I really think that union it speaks of is that unity consciousness of divine feminine, divine masculine within self. Like, you really have to move from a space of love in situations where you're hurting or you're starting new. Like, don't allow past storms to create clouds on your new day. Like, literally. Don't judge, I'm wearing shorts, okay? I feel like Norbit. Of course I'm wearing bottoms. Sorry. With an ass like this, bro, even big shorts are little shorts. I take 2 steps and it's like, oh. It's like a running joke with all my friends, because Cameron makes me look really, really huge, and I'm really not that big. Like, I'm a big human, but, like, I'm really not that, like, juicy looking in person, but my butt is. Are there any more? Here we go. You have lack of faith, and I really think that it's speaking of, like, that doubt that you're having with yourself. And I can't stress it enough. Like, there's an angel card I'm thinking of, and it speaks of confidence. And you don't have to have confidence in yourself. You don't have to have confidence in the situation. Just have confidence in, you know, the divine realm, and everything else will fall into place if you're doing as you need to do. You have health. And on this health card, like, it shows, like, all the chakras and shit. Like really, it's really time to go within and do some like grounding work, things like that. Make sure you're doing the spiritual baths, especially, like, with this full moon and, like, everything that's going on celestially. You know, it's definitely time to fall into this earth energy, man, and, like, understand that you have so much entrusted to you with creativity, period. With great creativity comes great responsibility. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody wants to pull the card of like, oh, I'm a divine being. Oh, I'm a chosen one. But are you? Like, what are you doing to exercise that right? You have fear. Face your darkness. It's the only way to find the guiding light. Anxiety, apprehension, and phobia. Like, literally, stop. Fuck fear. Have you ever seen those shirts? I love those shirts. But seriously, though, like, don't allow a karmic relationship or trauma or things like that to put a ceiling on your sky. You are fully capable of creating something absolutely divine and beautiful. You really just have to take a chance and express yourself. You also have insecurity. Your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. Doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety. And that's twice you have anxiety. So really, when you start feeling that like amped up system about the thought of, because like I don't like public speaking. Like even doing this, like I get this crazy like fucking annoyed about me. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, this, you know, and I worry about everything I say. And like if I fuck up reading or something like that, like it's really a lot, but you have to really exit the minefield. You will blow up, period. Dangerous place to be. Get out of your fucking head and allow yourself to bloom. Oops. But that's also too, like, part of like that whole like reptilian agenda. Like, they want you feeling like you can't. They want you feeling like you're not enough, like nobody's gonna love you or like it or whatever. Same with the karmic partners. Like when you deal with a narcissist or even like toxic family or friends that like don't make you thrive. They want you fragmentation. They want you questioning yourself. They want you in that anxious mind. They want you dithering back and forth so that you never move forward past them. Some people don't have like outright ill intentions towards you. They just don't want you to leave them behind. Masquerade. Take your fucking mask off and be you. Remember that you are enough. Discover your inner strength. Let go of expectations and welcome change. It's really a thing. It looks like you're blinded to pain. If you look at the card, like she literally has like a whole chest piece of like bees and like, or they're flies and they're like eating her blood because she's literally been scored but she's cool with it. She's cool with it because she's been hurt so much that it doesn't even faze her anymore. You're forgetting who the fuck you are. Remember who the fuck you are, dude. Like literally, you are a powerful, divine creation and you've been given strength as well as creativity to move forward and transcend any negativity or anxiety you might be feeling. Naked before the stars. That's another card that really speaks of being who you are, being your divine, beautiful self. You don't have to worry about who's watching or what they're thinking because the only person you need to be worried about is self and the divine. Self-love. Today, I love myself fully. I accept myself exactly as I am. I'm able to recognize my own divinity and to appreciate the purity of my soul. I take time to care for myself. I enjoy myself. I nourish myself. I am kind to myself, and I am grateful for who I am. Like, the universe doesn't make mistakes. Like, you are fearfully and wonderfully made for a reason. Like, there is no other you. And I know those are all so cliche and like so run of the mill, but like we can't stress it enough. 24, how funny. So I discovered who I am. Today I discover the riches that lie within me. I acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. As I learn who I am, I recognize the divine within me. And that's what I was saying. Like your divine spark, literally, like you are amazing and like completely unstoppable in anything you choose to set your mind to. Genuinely live for love. Today I put love into everything I do. It is love that gives life to all things, and I open my heart to this great power. I act gently and speak with kindness. I fill each thought with love and light. I love God and all beings everywhere. I live for love. I love myself. Okay. Self-love. So yeah, there's really a theme of loving who you are, loving what you do, doing what you love, and just thriving. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Release. I stop fighting my fears. Fuck fear. That's what I'm talking about. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts. I live in the present moment and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. I'm feeling like there really isn't much more to be said. Let me get you some flowers. Let's celebrate you. Really, like, you just got to put this idea out. That's the key. And even if it's just something as simple as like, okay, so you want to make a channel or something like that. It's as simple as creating the channel. Just start it. Like maybe like once you see it there, once you start the process, like the steps of moving forward, you can make it happen. Maybe you should just sit down and write a list, kind of like a business plan or something or whatever. Maybe you've already done that. Like revise it, go over it again, like under the full moon and, you know, with some candles lit. And just make that promise to self. Like they're really like, you have this angel of sky. And I think this is such a beautiful angel because it tells you like, dream big. Like nothing is unattainable for you. Nothing. All you have to do is do it. Just do it. You know what I'm talking about? You have violet, faithfulness, and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. The Rebel deck. I just saw fuck fear. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. About that life, bro. Serious. I'll fight some fear. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You don't have to convince anybody fucking else of your idea. It's your idea. And if it thrives, are you really going to want to convince them to like go shopping with you or spend all your money? You know what I mean? Or stay there draining you? No. So really, be you, do you. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. That's what I was talking about. Declutter. You've had declutter multiple times. You have something in your existence, whether it's just some things or just some mindsets that really genuinely need to be addressed and released with love. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking alone time, and you know why. And I really think that's just so you can focus on this idea and some self-love, maybe some grounding, and just some really recalibrating of what you're trying to achieve and maybe living from that space of having already achieved it. Like, you know, don't fake it till you make it, live it till it locks in type shit. and just, you know, enjoy. Take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2, move on. I don't know if that's I never know if that's speaking of alcohol or like taking a shot at something, you know? I don't know. I wouldn't think it's about alcohol, but you never know. Okay. You are loved. You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. And with that, I'm going to close out. I hope that whatever you're doing is successful. I hope that whatever you're wanting to do is achieved. Be well, collective. Make good choices.